How accurate is the Amazon Profit Tracker? My name is Stephen Pope. I'm the founder of My Amazon Guy. I previously did a video where I looked at how Amazon now has a new feature. When you go inside the SKU button inside of the inventory report and scroll down to the bottom here, on the very bottom right, and I'll move my camera out of the way, you can see the amounts that Amazon charges. You can input your COGS, and you have the ability to see what are my net proceeds. So right here you can see in the last 30 days, I've supposedly made a net proceed of $596 on my kit of 3 smudge sticks. So basically, if after all is said and done, in theory, I could make $6,000 a year on this single SKU across the account, which would be great, right? Like that's kind of the dream, right? Everybody wants to make X number of dollars. Every SKU is profitable, all of those nice things. Well, so my question was though, is like, how accurate is this? We got a YouTube comment, let me put this up on full screen here for you, that says, every day more lies. So I made a really clever lies video. You guys should check that one out next. The sponsored product charges is not reflecting the actual PPC costs. For me, the sponsored product charge, Vlad says, shows $3,200 under the SKU economics, and when I select the same data range in the PPC portfolio, it's $4,600 spent. This is tricking me into thinking that I'm making more profit when I use their calculator. Am I doing something wrong? And so when Vlad clicked on the question mark by the fees, this is what it says. The fee may not be charged on the day of the sale. This delay may result in fee charges on days with no sales. This is very confusing. So here's what I did. I had my business analyst team look into this. We looked at several of my products here. Move my camera back out of the way again. And here are our findings. Essentially, among SKUs that have been audited, there is just a 2 to 4% variance or difference between sponsored product fees found on the SKU economics page versus the PPC portfolio. So that's actually pretty promising. That's a very small variance, if you will. Differences may be due to the following. Here is our theory based on what we saw. Timing on getting spend into Campaign Manager versus the SKU economics tab. Could be a 1 or 2 day delay. Adjustments in spend that may have occurred while comparing the Campaign Manager with the SKU economics tab. And finally, delays in reflecting spends on the SKU economics tab. So our conclusion is the figures in the SKU economics may just not be updated. And then on the chart down here below, you can actually see our real numbers. These are our real SKU economics, the amount of money that I make on these. So I've got like a macho soup I'm making $1,700 on according to the SKU economics, but the PPC portfolio showed $1,800. Difference of about 3%, which you can see on the far right over there. And that 3-pack Sage sticks that we just looked at, SKU economics $1,500, PPC portfolio $1,600, another variance of 3.67%. Some of these were more accurate than others, and it did go both ways. So on one of our new tumblers, the Halloween Starbucks tumbler, we were actually showing a negative difference on that particular one. But by and large, I think it's pretty safe to assume, if you kind of think about this, is it's going to be within that 2 to 3%, maybe 4% worst case scenario. So if you want to average it and basically just say, hey, this is going to be within 3%, that's pretty good. That's pretty good considering. You can find this inside of Amazon. It's free data. You can see the per unit cost. You can see the last total. And it's a nice, easy, fast, and free way where you don't have to use a third-party software to track this. So I think it's very directionally helpful. We've used this several times in many videos. You should check this video out next when I went to do my Mr. and Mrs. tumblers and realized, oh my gosh, I gave away thousands of dollars in profit. That was a huge, huge problem. I don't recommend doing that and setting a promotion or a sale and then forgetting about it. That's not a good thing to happen. And just to show you, here are the items that we mentioned in this report today. Here's my new Halloween Starbucks tumbler. We have the Sage smudge kits right here. This is that 3-pack. And finally, my Macho soap. So again, these were real numbers that we showed you. You can see the data right there and what those SKU economics look like.